Hi guys, Osama Ghazal with you. In this video we will show you how to convert the data from a text file to SQL database or any type of database, and how to import or also how to export the data from database to text file. When we can use or need this option, we can need it in a time attendance machine. Always time attendance machine export the data to text file. So if we want to read it and import it to our program, we should import it from text file to database. Also, when we want to use it in price checker, if we want to send the data to price checker, the price checker is work with text file only. It don't have a machine or a driver for the database. It don't have the database administrator or ODBC. It use only the text file. Also, when we work with PTAs, some of PTAs work on C, C++, under DOS. It don't use drivers and don't use database. They use text file. They import to text file from text file, and they export the result of the stock taking of the invoices to text files. So now we will use the FireDAC inlet Delphi. With Embarcadero, they use FireDAC Tools, FireDAC Components. We will use the FireDAC utilities for exporting and importing from or to text file. We have good components. Its name is BatchMove and BatchMoveTextReader and BatchMoveTextWriter. These tools are very beautiful tools. So we can decode the data. If it is it has a text file, we can convert it and put a semicolons or separate the fields between them. So we will start now. We will put the BatchMove now. We will name it batch import from text, or import from text batch. Okay, and we will say now we will put a FDBatchMoveTextReader, and we will name it text reader, and we will put an SQL writer, FDBatchMoveSQLReader. It means that we will read from text and export to SQL or to database. Now this import, it has a reader and a writer. This is the reader, and the writer this one. If we have another writer, we can put it. This is the BatchMove. Okay. The BatchMove is convert from reader to writer. Okay. Now we want to put a connection. It is not for converting. It's only to see the result. The connection, we can use it to connect to SQL also. We will define the connection now. The driver is MS SQL. My database is my data, and the username we will put it Arqam, and password Arqam, and the server is server. And test. Okay, successful. Okay, and the query, we will put inside it a query. Select star from customers. Okay, This is not for converting, this is only for reading the result only, to watch the result. We will put a data source also, and we will connect it to query, and we will put the data grid, DB grid. Where is the DB grid? We move it. Where is the DB grid? Oh, it's disappeared. It is on the axis. Okay. Okay, we will align it to top, and we will connect it to data source. We will open the query now. Okay, it's empty. We will remove the login prompt. Okay. Now the query is empty. We have no data in the SQL table now. We will close it now. Now, how can we work? We will insert a button. Okay, we will name it import from text to database. Okay, and the name ptn import. Okay, this button will import the data from text to SQL. Which file can we read it? We will put a OpenDialog to select the file that we want to read from. We will put it my data. Okay. Now, in the import now, we will if OpenDialog dot execute, then if OpenDialog dot file name not equal null, then begin end. Now, the text reader dot file name equal OpenDialog1 dot file name. Okay. Now, this file name, we will fill it by the OpenDialog, from OpenDialog. Okay. BatchMove text import. Okay, import from text batch dot execute and accept, and on e exception do show message e dot message to catch any error that will happen. Okay, and then open query. Sorry, it names is FD query dot close and FD query dot open to see the result. It's not for converting, it's only to read the result, to read the data, the database. And SQLWriter, now we'll prepare it. We want to select which table. We will connection to the FD connection, this one. Okay, and the table name, it will be the customers. Okay, we will import from text files and export it to or store it to customers table. This table customers, select star from customers. It's empty now. Okay, there's no data. this one. This text files have the first field Hassan Ahmed Hassan, then the mobile number and record 2, record 3. This one, it have a header. This is field names, not only the data. And we will see how to can we read the text file with headers or without headers. Now, this batch move, and this is the text reader. Yes, we will put the file name and we will put the file that we want to store the data inside it. Okay? Okay. Now, what is the separator between the two fields? It's a comma. And which can separate from record to record? It's a new line. So the comma is the separator between the fields, and here we will define what is the separator in the text reader. Comma double quote, or this one. So if the separator is not comma, maybe it will be a semicolon. We will select the semicolon. It depends on the machine that we work with. Okay. Now we will select the comma. And this option is with field names or without field names, like the text file 1 and text file 2. Yes. Yes. This is ignore it. If it's true, he will ignore the first line. Now we will put a checkbox and name it with field name. Okay. Okay. Here we will type text reader dot field. No, not field. Its name. I think data maybe. Okay, it's a data definition. Data definition dot with field names equal the checkbox 1 dot checked. Okay. So if it's checked, he will ignore the field names, and if it's not checked, he will read from the first line. We will try now. Okay. Now run. Okay. Okay, we will forget to open the connection on the show connection FD connection 1 dot open or dot connected equal true, and on close the connection is false. Okay, and here we will open the query fd query 1 dot open. Okay, now run. Now we want to import. Now it's the data is empty. We will select import. Then we will select the first customers one. It's without headers. Okay, open. Now it converts. Now the text file inside the database. And if we go here and run, it's not empty. It's filling. No. If we want to put it with field names, okay, import this one with field names and open. Okay, now it's added. These names are in the second text file, and this is 7 records. Okay. Now, so he fill one result after one result. Okay. If we fill it again, we will fill it again. Okay. If I don't want to make a duplicate. I want to fill it from empty. So if I want, okay, now we have an option in the batch move here. Okay, in options here, clear destination. Clear destination. If we put it true, he will clear the data and append the new. Okay. Now we will put another checkbox here. We will name it clear all data. And here we will put the batch move import dot options. Not dot. It's parameters. Copy. We will copy this. Yes. Copy. And he will put here. If checkbox is 2 dot checked, equal this values, and we will put the on clear true. We put true, copy, and we will copy it here. Import dot options equal the new values, else without a clear. Okay. Now he will not append a new record on an old record. He will delete the old records and insert the new records only. Now we will run clear data, and we will import, and we will put this one. Okay. It delete the old items and insert the new items, and this is customers. Same. If we didn't check it, it will give us an error. Now this is the error because it's a key violation. This is the on E exception message because I have this data already. This is a primary key. Here the column is primary key. It's not duplicated. Yes. So it gives up as a duplication. Okay. Now the customers too. Okay. Also exception, because the customer ID it's not integer value. It's integer, and here is strings. And this one contains the field names, so we should put with field names, and this is with field names. We will check it and import this one. Okay, it add them. I think it's clear now. If we put a clear data with field names, and we will select the customers to open, it adds only the customers to without the old. This is the import from text to database. Okay. Now we will make the vice versa. We will export from database to text file. Okay. We will make an import and make them full data from 1 to 7. These 7 records, we will put them in a new text file. Now, we will close the program now and insert. This is the first group for import from text to database, and now we will insert the tools from database to text. In the FireDAC utilities, okay, we will add a text. We will have before text reader and SQL writer. We will put a text writer and SQL reader. Okay. We will read from SQL database and put in the text. We can use the same batch move, but we want to select a new batch move. Here, text writer, we will name it, and this will name it SQL reader. Okay. This SQL reader will read from the customers, and the text writer will export to text in the file name here. So we will name it and we will select a new file. And the batch move is between the reader, the SQL reader, and we'll put the text writer. Okay. Here we have a text reader and SQL writer. Here the vice versa, SQL reader and text writer. Now we will put a SaveDialog here. Okay. And the initialize directory the same. And we will add a new button. We will name it export from database, export to text, or from database to text. Okay. Now double click and we will copy the same procedure and we will change the names. Okay, the OpenDialog, we will replace it with SaveDialog, and sorry. Okay, copy, and this is paste. The text reader will be the text writer, and the file name is SaveDialog, and the text reader will be SQL. Okay, the text reader with field names, and if checkbox 2 is checked, not the import, the export, we will change the name here. We will name it export to text batch. Okay, now export to text batch and copy paste. Okay, the same. We will copy the parameters, copy, paste, and instead of these values, I think they are the same. I think. Okay, this is copy, and this is export, and the query, and okay, it's vice versa the first procedure. If we save the SaveDialog opened and it's not empty file name, we will store the file name on the text writer, and the text writer definition with field names. Okay, will export with field names. And if we will clear the text file, we will put it, and we will execute the batch file. And we will run now the program, and we will test. Now, we don't have only we have customers 1 and customers 2. We don't have another field, another file. Now we will arrange the windows and we'll export this data. We have 7 records. If we export with file names, will export to files name. Now without field names, export, we will give it a new name. The file will be exported customers.txt and save. Now we found a new file. Its name is exported customers, and this is the records inside it. Okay. If we re-export it again, it will duplicate. It gives up a problem, if you like. If we clear the data and export the same, okay, and we'll open, okay, it's good. If we put with fields and export from, double click and double click here, the field names in the first row, okay, and then the records. This is the way to import from text and to SQL or to database, or from database export the data to text file. Now, sometimes we will face up problems with importing the data from text files. Sometimes it will give us an errors and can't convert. Why? The reason, sometimes the reason is the format for the text file. In the text reader, we have the end of line, it's default. We have two types, POSIX and Windows end line. Sometimes the new line or the carriage return in some machines, it will be a POSIX, not Windows. So if it gives us an error, we will change this end of line to Windows or to POSIX. This is the end of the line. Sometimes the encoding will be not good. Okay. We have another problem, we will face it sometimes, the encoding. We have the ANSI and we have the UTF-16 and the UTF-8. We don't know what is the machine encoding. So if we face this problem, sometimes we will change to ANSI, and we will change to UTF-16 or UTF-8, and we will try. And also, sometimes the text, there is a spaces between the data. Sometimes they export the data with spaces. We want to trim it. So here we can trim the right and the left spaces. Here we can trim from the left, and also here we can trim from the right. We don't want to import the data with this spaces. We will give it to trim left or the right. And we prefer always to be trues. And also for the separators, if the separator between the fields is comma, we will put it here a comma. If it is a semicolon, we will put it a semicolon. So we should know the format for the text file that we want to export to or import from. And here we can define the values, and we will define the format for the fields, for the date, for the decimal, for the number. This is many options for the text reader and for the text writer. And also, if we want to define our own fields, we will name it as we want. Maybe the fields that in the machine is different than the field name in the database. Here we will put the field name what we need. Sometimes we have the value for numbers, it's a numbers, but we want to export it as strings. We can specify anything we want in this options. The FireDAC component, I think it's good and very good, not good. And the batch move, it's perfect for the import and export from and to text. Also, we can use the batch move between data, between SQL, from SQL to SQL, from table to table, from SQL to Oracle to MySQL. We can import and export and batch move a big data in the batch move directly from databases and from databases to text file. It's a very good component. I like it. It makes the export and import and move data. It's easy. Only you can define the reader and the writer and execute it. If you like this video, please press like and share, and don't forget to subscribe with us. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.